Washington. Conservative torch rep Marjorie Taylor Greenemakes said on Wednesday she's calling up a vote another week to remove House Speaker Mike Johnson, setting up a high-stakes clash interior her possessed party and where Democrats are vowing to help avoid another long opportunity within the work that's moment in line of progression to the administration. Greene's move is impossible to succeed, but still is certain to roil inner GOP tension as she proceeds to target Johnson, the foremost effective elected Republican within the nation. Johnson has been rebellious within the confront of the existential danger to his speakership, saying he has no deliberate of leaving from his post as a tremendous lion's share of his conference backs him. House Democrats on Tuesday guaranteed to slaughter any exertion from Greene to remove him from his speakership. Greene, a second-term Georgia legislator, at first recorded her movement that can lead to the evacuation of a House Speaker in walk. After weeks of dangers, she said on Wednesday that she'll move following week to drive a floor vote. I voted for Mike Johnson since his voting record sometime recently he got to be Speaker was preservationist. Greene said at a press conference on Wednesday morning exterior the U.S. Capitol. But once he got to be Speaker, he has gotten to be a man that none of us recognize. The coming standoff has the potential to dive the House into chaos once more after the lower chamber has already seen the ouster of its final GOP Speaker, previous Rep. Kevin McCarthy. Finding a substitution for the California Republican took 3 weeks amid noteworthy GOP infighting, with previous President Donald Trump illustrating his control over the party by making public statements that undercut support for one of the driving candidates. This movement is off base for the Republican conference, off base for the institution, and off base for the nation, Johnson said in an articulation taking after Greene's declaration. Johnson too rejected Greene's danger to remove him, proposing to News Nation in a meet that she isn't a genuine legislator. Favor her heart. I'm not into individual assaults. That's not why I'm doing this, Greene said, reacting to the speaker's comments and inspiring giggling at her press conference. This has nothing to do with Mike Johnson as a person, but this can be approximately his work execution. A warm embrace and a huge, damp, messy kiss. Greene, at the side rep Thomas Massie, RK, reported her plans to drive a House vote, whereas flanked by 2 blurbs of Johnson, embracing House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, DNY, when he was chosen Speaker final year. She claimed Johnson has given Democrats everything they need. We have Hakeem Jeffries and the Democrats coming out, grasping Mike Johnson with a warm embrace and an enormous damp messy kiss, and they're ready. They have supported him. They are prepared to bolster him as Speaker, Greene said. Another potential authority emergency has raised critical concerns among Republicans, approximately how it would reflect on the party in a basic race year. It's moreover not clear who could succeed Johnson on the off chance that the speakership were to be rendered empty, but eyes would promptly turn to those who looked for the work final year, counting House Lion's Share pioneer Steve Scalise, House Legal Committee Chair Jim Jordan, Ohio, and House Lion's Share Whip Tom Emmer, Men. But it's still uncertain whether any of those potential legislators might gain the near-unanimous bolster required from Republicans to end up Speaker. Greene declined to offer up an elective candidate, but said she considers we have people that are competent. Whereas Greene showed up to be a solitary protester to begin with, individual traditionalist hardliner Massie joined her effort in mid-April, calling on Johnson to leave or else face a vote of no certainty on the House floor. Rep. Paul Gosar, got to be Greene's third open supporter a few days afterward. The endless larger part of both Republicans and Democrats are anticipated to reject Greene's motion, but the traditionalist torch defended her move, saying the movement would permit Americans to see who bolsters the Speaker. I can't hold up to see Democrats go out and back a Republican Speaker, Greene said. I too can't hold up to see my Republican conference appear their cards and appear whoever since voters merit it. Greene's call to drive a vote to remove Johnson comes after the House passed a set of long-awaited outside help bills subsidizing key U.S. partners counting Ukraine and Israel. Preservationists over and over pushed Johnson to tie strict GOP-backed border and movement arrangement changes to any remote help bundle. But with a Democratic-controlled Senate and White House, such a move would have slaughtered any chance of Congress passing outside help.